I have an event today, so I thought let's get ready together. I don't really want to do anything too crazy, just something cute. So if you didn't know already, in which case, where have you been? It was my birthday. Me and my mum actually share the same birthday, and this year we weren't really sure what to do. Use this palette. It's the Beauty Bay Retro Love palette. I kind of just want to do something really simple. So as I was saying, it was our birthday and we weren't really sure what to do. We did a spa day last year, which was actually really nice and it was super affordable. But this year, the prices were just like through the roof. Like some spas that I were looking at were like £300. So then because of this, I then had a neat little idea and I thought, if it's gonna cost over £300 for a bloody spa, how much is it gonna cost for a little day trip to a different country? Lo and behold, Belgium was at the top of the list. It was like a little bit over £100 for a return flight to Belgium. We flew to Belgium, which was actually only about 45 minutes, which had to be the most stressful 45 minutes of my life because I was trying to do my makeup on this flight. It didn't work out. I was rushing. It was just so much chaos. I flew with Brussels Airlines, which is a lovely airline, but there's not a lot of leg room on the plane. So trying to, squeeze all my makeup into this compact space was just... Anyway, the trip itself was absolutely lovely. Got to see some cool sights, did a bit of shopping, had a bit of walking around, got a little bit of content. I'd say the most stressful part of the whole holiday was getting back. Oh my God. Just to tell you, Brussels, your transportation system is terrible. There was no trains. All the trains had been cancelled. And you know what was funny is they just didn't tell anybody. Live and you learn. And one thing I've learned is I will not be trusting Brussels underground system ever again. Okay, I've done one eye. I think I need a minute of silence to do the next eye. Anyway, other than that, life has just kind of been cruising by. The job market is just trash. Just don't even know what to do at this point. I feel like it's so crazy because me and my friend was talking about it and it's like, you'll see all these job listings and they're saying we need someone urgently. And you're like, I fit this role. I have the experience. This should be an easy gig since they need someone so urgently, And then they'll email you back and be like, oh, sorry, we're not moving forward with your application. We feel like you don't have enough experience. And I feel like since leaving my last job, I had said to myself that I am just not in the mood to go into a job that I'm not happy with, especially now that I'm a year older, I'm 26. I'm just like, it needs to be a job that I'm actually gonna like doing. Like I'm going in with these Doll Beauty lashes in Selena. So yeah, since I have still been unemployed, I've just kind of been taking the time for myself, spending time with my family. Obviously, once you get a job, once you get that 9 to 5, you realize how much time you spend at work and not at home. Speaking of enjoying the time at home, I feel like there has been so many events, which has been really nice for this summer, just to kind of have time to get out of the house, Those of you that was wishing away summer, you deserve gel time, because why did it start raining today? This Grippy Serum Primer is really, really nice, I feel like you don't need a lot of it, but it works really, really well. It always holds my makeup all day. And then I kind of pair it with the Huda Beauty Easy Blur Primer, and I use that on my forehead, on my nose, and it's just like complete oil control for the whole day. See, my birthday has just been so lovely, spending it with people that I care about and love. It shows you the importance of friends and family and having people around you that actually have your best interests at heart. I've definitely had a good few shitty friends in my past, so it's always nice to kind of, as you grow older, realize that you've got people around you who actually care about you. Yes, I am having to dig out this product with my brush because I don't want to let it go. This Rare Beauty bronzer is absolutely amazing. Like, if you saw my previous video, you'll know that I had a little birthday dinner with my friends at Blue's Kitchen. Shout out to them. And it was honestly just like such the most sweetest, wholesome little dinner. Nothing crazy, but it just kind of like, you know, when you're sat at the table and you're just like, oh my God, thank God I have these people as friends. So when I was 18, I actually planned a birthday dinner. And it was meant to be with some of my closest friends from college, and it was going to be like really cute, really wholesome. And basically, nobody turned up. Everyone said that they would be there, that they couldn't wait. And I was excited. And I remember on the day getting ready and I hadn't heard from anyone. And I thought, this is strange. So, of course, I sent a message around. I was like, hey, guys, just checking that everyone's still on for today. Can't wait to see you guys. And quite literally, one by one, everyone started dropping out. They came up with all sorts of excuses that they were sick, that they didn't have money, that they were busy, that they had work. And I was like, well, I always plan my stuff in advance. So y'all definitely knew. So why would you go to work? Really down from that. I remember like it really got me to my core. And basically the one person who hadn't bailed, his birthday was like 2 days later. So yeah, 2 days later comes around. Obviously, I'm still very salty from what happened on my birthday because I just cancelled it in the end. No one turned up. And that really got me down. Thank God for my brother and sister. Shout out to them. Honestly, this is why siblings will always be your best friends, because they took me out for the day and just really lifted my spirits. And yeah, basically 2 days come around. It's the other guy's birthday and everyone's there. Everyone's at his birthday cheering him on, and I'm like, oh, so I thought that you said you were busy. I thought you said you were sick. I thought you said you didn't have money. But magically you're at his birthday, but you weren't at mine. And they were like, oh, well, you know, like we didn't really want to go, but we didn't want to tell you that. So, and everyone was coming up with all these excuses. And I realized that, you know, these people weren't my friends. So obviously this year around, I was like really excited to do a birthday party until it got to the day. And then I was like having flipping heart palpitations that people are going to drop out. I was like, oh my God, is this a repeat? Just basically thank you to all of the girls who were there. If you're looking for a good loose powder, I can highly, highly recommend Huda Beauty because wow. A side note, I also really need to clean my makeup brushes. Like, I know that you're supposed to do it often, but it's just so many brushes. Or assistant or something to come and help me wash these brushes. And if you feel like my under eyes look very, very bright, you're absolutely correct. I'm using the P. Louise press powder in Almond. Anyway, setting spray in between. And I'm going to use Fenty, the highlighter in Water Brat, because honestly, it just has to be one of ever. I feel like I need to be a sponsor. The amount of people that ask me about this highlighter, they're like, oh my God, I've never seen that shade before. What is it? And I'm like, it's Fenty. Like, it's the shade Water Brat. Like, you ain't seen it before? And I'm thinking like a nude pink combo. Before we finish, what is going on with the beauty industry lately? There is so much drama. There's drama with e.l.f. There's drama with Made by Mitchell. With e.l.f. and this whole thing, I know they said in their statement that it was just meant to be something funny and lighthearted, and they never meant it to cause offense. But I'm just like, you're telling me no one in your marketing team thought of this idea and then thought, this might be a bad idea? Because I'm just like, this is kind of common sense. I feel like it's rage bait. Oh my God. As for the whole Made by Mitchell and Malachi situation, I can only say two things. If you are launching a competition or anything and you say that you're offering X, Y, and Z, don't offer something that you know you can't fulfill on, or that you're not sure if you can fulfill on. Just don't bother. Always, 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 you have to be careful when you're doing any kind of business deal and just making sure that you've got some form of protection before you know, lay your cards on the table. No, these two sprays put together are extraordinary. Okay, that is the finished glam. I have about 4 hours to spare, which I love that. So now I can just chill. For the sake of the video, I thought, let me just see what it's going to look like once I've done my hair and everything. And this is basically it. But yeah, this is the final look.